Alright, what the will I be playing now? April is a weird month when it comes to game releases. It's the last time that you can release a big blockbuster hit before the summer doldrums start. So there are a lot of really highly anticipated titles coming out this April. And I am probably not going to play any of them because I play weird indie shit and fighting games. But if you're interested in what I'm excited for, as well as some lip service paid to the industry for things that I know other people are excited for, I guess stay tuned. Here are the games I'll be checking out in April. Edge, cue the music. I did say I play fighting games, and Tekken 8 is getting the start of its Season 2 on April 1st. The main character everyone's waiting for? Anna Williams. That's cool. I gotta be honest, most of my friends who play Tekken aren't playing Tekken right now. Doesn't seem like the community is really happy with how the game has turned out, but I'll give it a shot. On April 2nd, we're gonna get the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct. I sure hope it plays games. That's my only expectation. On April 3rd, The Last of Us Part 2 Remastered is coming out. You probably don't have to get The Last of Us again, but I mean, it's the big thing people are waiting for. Shoot the mushroom zombies in the head again, I guess.
Hey y'all, Edge here, and I can talk, but that's not important. What is important is that The Last of Us Part 2 Remastered, it has a mode on it called No Return, and I don't know how to say this, but it's a roguelike. The Last of Us Part 2 Remastered is also a roguelike. Everything is a roguelike. Since I started editing for RPG, I've discovered that like 90% of games are roguelikes. What's Alright, sorry, I kind of lost my cool there. Roguelikes are really fun. But I don't think this is a reason to buy The Last of Us Part 2 Remastered, because if you're looking for a roguelike, there's probably like 500 other better roguelikes that you can buy instead of buying The Last of Us Part 2. Alright, back to the video.
Also, Call of Duty Black Ops 6 Season 3. I'll be honest, I didn't even know that we were up to Black Ops 6. Now let's talk about some weird shit. Bioid. This is a point-and-click adventure with a black and white Miyazaki-style aesthetic. That's the movie Miyazaki, not the Dark Souls Miyazaki. And it looks cool. It's a bunch of spirits doing a bunch of spirity things. I'd probably enjoy it. Peppered, an existential platformer, got me with its title. The world's ending and you can save it, or get a job, I guess. Honestly, the idea of a platformer with a choices matter mechanic, it's weird and it's wonky, and I'm interested. It comes out April 7th. South of Midnight is really interesting. It's made by the same people who did We Happy Few. It's your standard third-person action-adventure game, but it's rooted in the mythology of the American Deep South, which just doesn't get used a whole lot in games. Coming out April 8th, it's probably going to be expensive, but I'll probably pick it up. Commandos Origins. I mean, it's a real-time strategy game coming out in 2025. That alone is worth giving it a look. This is a genre that we really don't get a whole lot of these days. Do you know people are still playing StarCraft 2? Blueprints. This is one of my hotly anticipated indie games. It is House of Leaves, but make it a roguelike. You have to find your way through a creepy mansion, but the mansion is built as you go through it. And there's this interesting interplay between the puzzle aspects of the game when you're in a top-down mode building the house, and the first-person mode when you're exploring the house and figuring out its secrets. It comes out April 10th. I can't wait. All in Abyss, Judge the Fake. Look, I know this looks like a waifu game, and it is a waifu game, but I'm the kind of sicko that really likes games like Danganronpa, and the fact that this is an RPG whose main mechanic is poker? I don't know. It's just enough to pique my interest. Also coming out April 10th. On April 13th, we're getting the Indie Live Expo. It's a Nintendo Direct for indie games. It'll be neat to check out. Lost Records, Bloom and Rage, Tape 2. Look, this is the next Life is Strange style game, you know? You already know if you like this sort of stuff. This is kind of doing the Stephen King's It thing, where you have a bunch of high school friends who then 27 years later have to come together because spooky shit is happening. Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting enough. Comes out April 15th. Mandragora, Whispers of the Witch Tree. Look, I'm gonna be honest. I don't really know a whole lot about this project, but they're advertising it as an action RPG that blends a complex storyline with Souls-like and Metroidvania elements. And I like Souls-likes, and I like Metroidvanias. I won't be rushing to pick this one up, but if I could find it on sale sometime, I will check it out. On April 18th, the Lunar Silver Star Story collection is getting remastered, and I can't wait. I loved the Lunar games back in the day. I cannot wait to play them again. There isn't a whole lot of new content coming here, but I personally don't care. On April 24th, everything's coming out. First, you got Claire Obscure Expedition 33. It is a classic turn-based JRPG, but its vibe is dark gothic steampunk. We don't get enough turn-based RPGs these days. I'm definitely picking it up. But my wallet's gonna continue to cry because on the same day, Fatal Fury City of the Wolves is coming out. This is the first Fatal Fury game that we've seen in like about 20 years. I played in the open beta. It was a ton of fun. A lot of my friends are going to be picking it up. It probably won't keep my interest for like years, but it will be a good distraction and a good fighting game of the week. Then there's the one that I'm really looking forward to, the 100-line Last Defense Academy. This isn't just a game that I'm looking forward to this April, this is a game I'm looking forward to for the entire year of 2024. I'm looking forward to it so much I forgot that it was 2025. It is the weebiest game that ever weebed. It is the creator of Danganronpa, which was a series of killing game mystery visual novels, and the creator of Zero Escape, which was a series of killing game escape room games. Creating a game together that is both of those things, murder, mystery, and escape room, but also is a turn-based tactical game like Fire Emblem, which has Persona-like social elements. There's also a board game mode, item crafting, a cast of quirky characters. I played and replayed the demo ever since it came out. This is just an incredible game. I think you should play it. I'm definitely going to play it. And finally, still on the same day, we have Bokura Planet. If you missed the first Bokura, it was a puzzle game that was really interesting. You needed 2 people to play, and they needed to play on different computers. One player saw the world as a dead world filled with, like, robots and, like, post-apocalyptic, like, sci-fi stuff. And another person saw the world as a weird, bright and sunny, stuffed animal sort of. I mean, you get the idea. Edge put up the footage. The trick was each player's world was slightly different, and you had to make use of what was unique in your world to solve problems in the other player's world and vice versa. And this is doing the same thing, except the vibe is all dark sci-fi. There probably will be some weird, screwed up body horror stuff thrown in for good measure. I love the first Bokura. I'm gonna love this one. And finally, on April 30th, there's Skin Deep. Skin Deep is an immersive sim, a lot like System Shock, but it's a little bit goofier, it has a little bit more of a neon palette. It's very kitschy 50s sci-fi vibes. It'll be really interesting to see if an indie studio can do things that really only big AAA studios have done in the past, that being immersive sims that really do give you a lot of different choices. And those are the titles I'm looking out for this April. Edge, if you're looking forward to something and I didn't mention it, shove it in the end here real quick in like a highlight reel.
Cue the montage. Alright, I don't actually have a montage, but there is this one game that wasn't mentioned that I thought looked pretty neat. It's Elroy and the Aliens. It's kind of like it's like an old style like point and click adventure game. And I think those are pretty neat. Alright, bye.
Anyway, let me know what titles you're looking forward to in the comments. And a big shout out to my patrons of major character or higher tier, Lycanian, TB Skyen, Tuck, Fran Duskowitz, Liviana, and Cygerrunner. You guys are awesome, and I really can't keep doing this without your continued support. Thank you so much. And if you want to see what it's like behind the scenes when we're making these videos and get previews of stuff before it goes up here on YouTube, be sure to check out my Patreon. I will catch you all later.